A-list actress Cameron Diaz and Good Charlotte guitarist Benji Madden shocked fans with their race to the altar in 2015. Sure, they're both talented, good-looking, famous people, but they're not exactly a duo whose paths you'd have expected to cross. Here are some of the quirky details about their marriage. No one was more surprised about tying the knot with Madden than Diaz herself. She'd previously opened up about marriage to stylist, saying, "I think the big misconception in our society is that we're supposed to meet the one when we're 18, and we're supposed to get married to them and love them for the rest of our lives.
I would be divorced a few times had I gotten married."
Right.
She echoed those sentiments in a 2011 interview for Maxim's Hot 100 list, going a step further by agreeing with the interviewer that marriage was a dying tradition. She said, "I think we have to make our own rules. I don't think we should live our lives in relationships based off of old traditions that don't suit our world any longer." Diaz reversed course after marrying rock star Madden, claiming their union was one of the highlights of her life. In an interview with Harper's Bazaar, she said, "Getting married was the biggest thing I've done in my 40s, and it opened me up in different ways. It's pretty awesome. I didn't think it was something I'd do, and I don't know if I'd have done it if I hadn't met my husband. It was a surprise."
Literally when you turn 40, and I just couldn't wait, I couldn't get to it soon enough, everything just sort of falls away.
It'd be easy to assume this Hollywood couple would demand a huge, lavish wedding, but in January 2015, Diaz and Madden chose to get married inside their home with less than 100 guests, as E! Online reported. According to Us Weekly, the event was a beautiful, heartfelt ceremony. Madden's sister-in-law, Nicole Richie, and Diaz's Charlie's Angels co-star Drew Barrymore were bridesmaids. The ceremony itself reportedly only lasted about 15 minutes. Then guests were encouraged to go outside to enjoy cocktails and music underneath a decorated tent. Diaz and Madden reportedly enjoyed their first night as a married couple at home and set off on a honeymoon in Wyoming later that month. At least on paper, these two couldn't be more different. Diaz has long been considered America's sweetheart, with her beautiful blonde hair, piercing blue eyes, and, of course, her wide smile. She's played adorable love interests in films such as My Best Friend's Wedding and There's Something About Mary, and she worked as a model before getting into movies. But Madden, the heavily pierced and tattooed Good Charlotte guitarist, is pretty much known for being bad. While he hasn't found himself in deep trouble with the law, he has built his celebrity image around angst and rebellion, a stark contrast to his wife's girl-next-door persona. One thing they do have in common: the desire to have privacy. Speaking with News Australia, Madden said, "It's a personal choice, but it also comes second nature to us. We're just happy. The less outside elements or influence that there is, the better for anyone. That's our vibe." Sometimes you have to kiss a few frogs before you find your prince. But in Diaz's case, some of those frogs were celebrity A-listers. Over the past 20 years, she's dated a number of handsome Hollywood men, including Justin Timberlake, Jared Leto, and Matt Dillon. Madden has been involved with his fair share of famous women as well. He dated socialite Paris Hilton and the Girls Next Door Playboy bunny Holly Madison. He was briefly engaged to actress Sophie Monk and reportedly had a fling with Miley Cyrus. Luckily, there doesn't seem to be much bad blood between this married couple and their exes. Diaz worked with Timberlake on Bad Teacher after their breakup and had nothing but good things to say about him, according to Us Weekly. However, Madden's ex-fiancé may have passive-aggressively bashed Diaz's age. According to the Daily Telegraph, the Click actress made a point to tell an interviewer, "I remember being in 8th grade or something and looking up to Cameron and going, wow, one day I want to be funny and be in the industry." Just because Diaz has found a deep connection with Madden, don't expect to see her become a love-drunk wife. During an appearance on The Ellen DeGeneres Show, the actress said she thinks of her marriage to Madden as a double-edged sword. While she appreciates the relationship, Diaz said she's gotten to know herself on a deeper level, and she's not always happy about that. She explained, "Someone asked me, what's the worst thing about being married? It's like, well, I learned all these things about myself that I wish I didn't know, and I wouldn't have learned them if I didn't get married. So it's like this double-edged sword." Ultimately, Diaz explained that she's grateful to have her husband by her side each day, regardless of her newly discovered imperfections. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Nicki Swift videos about your favorite celebs are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.